Mathematics works by attention. A mark meets a second mark. A statement meets a proof. This craft needs time, space, and repeated returns. In 2019, the University of Miami founded IMSA to maintain those conditions. Miami is the address. The Americas provide the scale.
IMSA is recognized for research on the frontier of theoretical mathematics by leading mathematicians worldwide, for its series of lectures and symposiums to disseminate advances from the research globally, and for forming a very effective collaboration of mathematicians worldwide. I did support that research starting in 2006, and I have continued to support them up to the present time. So we've been together 20 years. It's a unifying element across the Americas, and as that unification goes forward, it brings in people from around the world. And I think the inclusiveness of bringing in Central America and South America sends a good message that this is a very open platform and we want participation from everybody.
The Institute began with a long collaboration. From 2004 onward, Miami hosted sustained work with IHES and with Latin American centers such as Sinvestav and Unicamp. Homological mirror symmetry shaped the agenda. It also shaped the habit. Invite, work, return, revise.
It's now a very established institute and with a lot of great activities all the time, and I think it's really great place now for meeting between South American mathematicians and US people.
The style stays consistent. Programs remain coherent. Standards remain high. The work stays calm enough to be exact.
So mathematics to do at the highest level requires periods of sustained concentration, sometimes working on a specific problem, sometimes developing a new theory. But one of the two most important factors in doing excellent mathematics is periods of sustained concentration. The second is interaction with colleagues, conferences, seminars, collaborations, individual interactions. So those are the two ingredients that are necessary to really carry out mathematics at the highest level.
In 2019, support from the Simons Foundation helped establish IMSA as a permanent institute. The institute runs programs, hosts visitors, supports postdoctoral researchers, and maintains a hemispheric network across the Americas. Since its foundation, IMSA has been led by Dr. Ludmil Kaczorkow, executive director and co-founder. He oversees the Institute's scientific direction, manages its multi-year relationship with the Simons Foundation, and leads efforts to renew and expand institutional funding. Under his leadership, IMSA strengthened its role as a bridge between the United States, Latin America, and the Caribbean.
The scientific quality is really important for the scientific committee of IMSA. But of course, considering the goals of IMSA, it's really important to consider also the representativity of mathematicians from Latin America and the Caribbean. So the decisions usually take all those points into account. As the president of the Mathematical Union of Latin America and the Caribbean and the president of the Brazilian Mathematical Society, I'm very proud to be part of this group and to see all the change that's happening in the mathematics in Latin America and the Caribbean with all those support from IMSA.
The executive director oversees scientific activity, staff, visitors, postdoctoral researchers, finances, reporting, and external relations. Beyond daily operations, this role defines scientific priorities, builds international partnerships, and sustains long-term collaboration across the Americas through the IMSA Consortium, connecting institutions in countries such as Brazil, Mexico, Spain, and Poland. The executive director reports to the Scientific Advisory Committee and to the University of Miami administration.
The collaboration between the two institutions actually started in 2021, and they started with a sequence of very high-level conferences organized by Kazarkov, both in Sofia and in Miami. And we also have a joint postdoctoral program. Up to now, more than 10 joint postdocs were supported by different grants. And all these activities, postdoctoral fellowships, conferences, research groups, were made possible thanks to the support by Simons Foundation. So our special acknowledgement should go to David Spergel, president of the Simons Foundation, and also to Yuri Chingyo, executive vice president of the Mathematics and Physical Sciences Division. We are also very thankful to Lyudmil Kazarkov for his great enthusiasm for establishing the center, and also for the significant support by Philip Griffiths, Stephen Cantrell, Maxim Kontsevich, and Yuri Chinkyo. This collaboration, of course, can be expanded with the expansion of the consortium IMSAC. Actually, the center in Sofia, ICMS Sofia, became part of this consortium in 2020, and including more universities and more institutions from all over the world, we will expand this collaboration and give chance also for young researchers to join the research groups, also to participate in these high-level conferences which are organized in Miami, in Sofia, and many other places.
Outreach has its own leadership and its own standards. IMSA strengthens women's presence in mathematics across the Americas through talks, visits, and sustained visibility. IMSA also builds bridges to life sciences, data science, and industry through its advisory network.
Mathematics is in the future of every technology, of every challenge of the society. Without mathematics, you are not able to address these challenges, and technology also need mathematics. And it's not enough mathematics of the 19th century. You need mathematics of the 20th century and the 21st century. So we're increasing participation of people in the mathematical fields. We want to see more women in mathematics, also not only in numbers, also in visibility. It's a very holistic approach. We are working in a pyramid. We start with high school, and we find the most talented girls in the Miami-Dade County. And these girls are coming to the university, to UM, and they study college-level mathematics, specially designed for these girls, and they get college credit for that. We also do special activities for female undergraduate, because they also sometimes they start as math major and they drop out. So to keep the math major in mathematics and move the math minor into math major. We also use a lot of role models. They can see people that study mathematics, and now they are in all subjects of the market, in all areas of the economy.
July 2025. The Mathematical Congress of the Americas met in the United States for the first time in Miami. IMSA directed $420,000 in travel support, enabling hundreds of Latin American mathematicians to attend. This initiative reflects IMSA's commitment to capacity building, inclusion, and the creation of lasting scientific networks, particularly for young and underrepresented researchers across the Americas.
Travel grant changes everything because it creates real encounters, especially you're talking about Latin Americans. This could be career-defining or career-changing. You meet once, then again, then a third time, and suddenly a casual conversation becomes a joint paper, a student visit, a whole research line that simply would not exist without the physical presence.
I honestly think that's vital, and there are two main reasons for that. First is that, to begin with, in Latin America, we are a big contingent that is very spread, but though more or less geographically close, we are very far from huge centers like US and Europe in general. We have a lot of currency issues that forbid us to travel a lot and to meet other people. So the main point of IMSA, to myself and as I see, is to make this contingent of people, very qualified people that exist in Latin America, to participate more in the world scenario, attending conferences and knowing more people and being able to be heard. That's, I think, the most important thing about IMSA. So I'm always traveling to IMSA conferences and being fully supported by them in many ways, being by traveling fundings and especially attending most of their conference and working with people involved with this, such as Ludwig.
The collaboration has its own life. Ideas, people, and the scenes keep moving across the hemisphere, long after the original trip is over. It is permanent. It creates the hemispherical culture of mathematics.
So I think that every time that someone goes to some IMSA conference and then is supported by IMSA somehow and come back to his country or share with his friends, some sort of sparkle starts to shine more, and then it's very contagious. And so I think that this fire that was started I'm sure that it will maintain for years, and it will only get warmer and lighter and brighter.
The Mathematical Waves series of conferences highlights another goal: to demonstrate recent developments in mathematics and promote Latin American mathematicians. In that extent, IMSA also recognizes young and established mathematicians from Latin America and the Caribbean with the IMSA prizes.
The prize that IMSA gives at the conference, the Miami Waves conference, it's really important because this gives a lot of visibility for the mathematics that is being developing in Latin America and the Caribbean region.
I think it's very important for people. It can help them or financially in the beginning of their career, or help to establish the end community, and for senior people it's also recognition. I think it's positive from all point of view.
I feel very honored, and it's very exciting to have these recognitions, because I think it's also the way I feel it is a recognition for the community. So it's important to recognize people in Latin America. Here we have some difficulties doing science in general, math conferences and math research.
So for us, it's very important to have now the support of IMSA, because we can meet and we can. Well, I'm getting an award, and it's great that we can be supported and collaborate in mathematics.
Any help that is given that can help mathematicians working in our countries to flourish and develop and stay in our region is welcome.
The goal is actually bringing scientists, mathematicians together from different fields, different areas, different countries, different backgrounds. And I think that this is a very important path to follow in order to grow as a society, besides scientists, mathematicians, and all these kind of things. So I applaud all these kinds of initiatives.
Programs follow a stable architecture, recurring series, concentrated weeks, and visiting scholars. The Institute also runs a postdoctoral program with research assistant professors who drive research and mentor younger students.
I can learn new ideas and techniques from other people, and also build some good collaborations with other people, and also very good friendships as well. I think that an effective postdoc program is essentially based on intellectual freedom and exchange. Research works best in an environment when you can listen to others and also share ideas openly. So meeting colleagues, learning from them, build collaborations is essential for creative research.
The advisory committee extends IMSA reach across fields and across the Americas. It includes leaders in algebraic geometry, topology, ecology, data science, and operations. That breadth supports programs that move between pure mathematics and complex systems. An institute succeeds through people who learn how to think. IMSA supports students and researchers across the Americas by protecting attention, sustaining return, and keeping standards clear. Its future is built through leadership that connects institutions, invests in people, and ensures that ideas can travel and return across generations.